don't think I... Nope, no, that's not what I meant. Start, no, crap, oh, my brain. No, oh, God, I'm scared. No, stop it. Wait, no. No, stop it. No. How do I turn it off? No, oh, God, everything's going wrong. No. Okay, wait, no, menu. Oh, God, oh, what have I done? No, stop. Oh, everything's going wrong. Okay, did I fix it? Oh, God, no, oh, Jesus Christ. I was trying to click log, but I'm an idiot. I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, good. Oh, God, oh, that was chaotic. Oh, clearly evidence that I need to go to bed and stop sleep depriving myself. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm just an idiot in general. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that mess. Oh, God. Hello, everybody. My name is Ostentatious24. Welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. What the hell? Oh, good. My laptop's making weird noises. Uh-oh. Hopefully that's not broken. You're not even a year old yet. You better not be broken. It fell a couple days ago. So the screen's been fine, so I hopefully something interior or on the bottom. Oh, God. Oh, everything's just going wrong. Oh, it's clearly a bad idea. I shouldn't be doing this. Oh, God. Alright. I think I said hi. Welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. Let's begin, I guess, after that chaos happened. I'm terribly sorry for all the things that went wrong. I should have just started the recording on the loading menu like I usually do, but I was like, I figure I should probably skip that and we should just jump right into the game, and then it's just chaos ensued. Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that. Oh my God. So anyways, let's continue. This clock's wrong. This phone's always been wrong. I don't know what time it is. I was trying to see what time it is so I know. It says 7:25. I don't know if it's ahead or behind an hour. The frickin' stupid. I hate daylight savings already. This phone's been out of sync for years. And, oh my God. All the things going wrong. So I don't know what time it is. 6:30 maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let's begin. Okay, so I just need to know 25, I guess. 26 now. And who knows how much else time I've wasted. Just so I can gauge how long I should make the video. So, alright, let us continue. Begin whatever. This free study period was a convenient time. Not I was a convenient... Why did I insert an I there? Oh my God. Oh my God, no. It was a convenient time to consider where I stood. Maybe I should read slower than usual. Like a turtle or a sloth. Or Big the cat. Maybe that would help my reading better. I gently closed my eyes and pondered the ridiculous position I was in right now. Okay, I'm not going to do that. It's going to drive myself crazy just because of boop, 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 boop. I am. Ugh. I'm my own worst enemy. Always and forever have been. First of all, what I shouldn't forget was how dangerous of a situation I was in. Did I already read that? Oh. I have fallen out of favor with them. Not all of them. After interacting with the Oishi-san multiple times, I could see it as a I was getting closer to the heart of the matter. The warning yesterday with the mochi was a good indicator of that. No. Calling it a warning was just my habit of understating things. Yes, understating, not understanding. It probably had no meaning beyond stunting my progress and buying themselves some time. That's sad. That's unfortunate. Until they had a method of completely erasing me. They were just biding their time. Even though they were keeping me under their thumb with threats, it didn't change the fact that I knew too much. But that could change if you are accepted into the cult, maybe. That joining the cult's ideal, but whatever you could do to keep alive. He's your new god now. Oh yeah, Shiro-sama, we worship thee. I am not worthy. I am not worthy. The chilling sensation of my desk made me recall Satoshi Hojo, the boy who was using this seat until last year when he disappeared. Was he also similar to me? Did he learn something he shouldn't have, and was he erased? Damn! I wouldn't let them get rid of me so easily. Never! But were they really trying to kill me? I've had these contradictory feelings for a while now. Even though I suspected them, I felt I had to cover for them. Like I said in the last one, I mean, is it confirmed or not confirmed that Oyashiro does kill multiple times a year? Or will he be safe until the next festival a year from however many days ago the festival was? He's still got a few months to live, maybe. And within that time, he could either appease Oyashiro-sama, and then they could cap off Oishi-san next year. Or he could leave town. With all their suspicious behavior, a morning like this just made it all seem like an elaborate hoax. At the same time, I would say, why not convince them to get rid of Oishi-san? I was thinking that throughout the last episode too. Like, that would solve all their problems if he just said, yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. God, sir. It's his fault. Get rid of him. I'll join you. I worship you now. But at the same time, I thought about this after I was done recording. If they did do that, it would probably be strange if a cop, even if he's on his last leg and about to retire, pretty cliche, but I'm getting too old for this shit. But anyways, he probably, it would probably be weird, right, if he just vanished, or was found. Well, okay, they would probably have to frame the quote-unquote murder, just like, what's his name, our friend with the baseball cap and the dog tags and the glasses. I'm terrible with names. They could make it look like he was killed and then make someone else disappear, I guess. But then at the same time, it would probably still raise suspicion, I guess. So either it would... They would either have to get the cops on the payroll and worshipping Oyashiro, or it would make things even more complicated. It'd be a very... I guess the best way would be to get rid of me. But then at the same time, to get rid of me would raise Oishi's suspicions, and then it's even more downhill, frankly. He'd probably raise a whole... I'm the bait, probably. Whether Oishi's... And I've been questioning his sincerity this whole time. He's always rubbed me the wrong way. It felt like something off was about him. And that could be his plan the entire time, right? Maybe, I mean, he's hoping to save our life, but at the same time, he's not opposed to using us as bait. And this is all an elaborate setup to get the criminals one way or the other. especially if he's as hardened and about to retire and really hard on getting this case solved. I can't think of the right words. Really, determined. If he's really determined to solve these crimes before he retires, he would probably do it by any means necessary. Anyways, sorry for wasting that time. It's just, I'm piecing things together in my head, and I figured maybe I should get down in the open. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I vaguely remember a few things popping up from the anime in my head, but none of them have been around anything that we've seen so far. It's actually about one character, this girl that we haven't seen yet, and I don't know if she's in this game or will be in a future one. I only remember specifically 2 to 3 scenes with her, maybe. I won't spoil anything, but I remember I don't want to say it because I don't want to spoil stuff. if it's one-to-one with the games or not. Oh, I remember one scene with purple hair girl. That was a little gruesome. Okay, this one scene, just for those people that are aware of the Higurashi, but not to spoil it for those that don't know what's happening. There was a scene where I think Kaiichi, is that her name? Again, I'm terrible with names. He like looks under his bed, I think, or something, and then she lunges out at him. Or this one might be the first one I was thinking of. It might be too spoilery. I don't want to get into it, but that was the second or third one I remember with her in it. I won't say anymore. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Although their suspicious behavior a morning like this just made it all seem like an elaborate hoax. That's just what I want to believe. Doubting my friends. Covering for them. I don't even remember her name. I just remember her and possible relations to other characters. Let me know in the comments, I guess, if she's... No spoilers, as to her name or her involvement. Just a yes or no if she's in this game. That's all I want to know. Or if she's in a future one, I guess you could say, oh, it's game number 2, chapter 2, whatever that one's called, or game number 3. That's all I want to know. I'm kind of excited for whenever, if that character shows up or not. Covering for them. My life was in danger. Or was it? Actually, I was debating the wrong point. Given my current situation, those points were something that should have been deliberated on a long time ago. But really, Reina and the rest of them, were they actually aiming to kill me? Reina, that's her. No, wait, no. Reina, damn it. I just read Reina. I was thinking, Satoko? No, that's the little blonde one. Oh, it's Reina. No, you idiot. I just read her name. That's our friend that's got the scary eyes. Reddish, brownish hair. I'm so bad with the names. God, I can't. Toko, Reina, neon green hair girl. I don't know why I keep forgetting her name too, especially the purple hair one. Why can I never... Rika? Maybe. Little voice inside me continue to torment me with these unresolved trains of thought. Exactly! That's what's happening right now in my own head. It's like, oh, come on, you know her name. No, I don't. I can't remember. I'm trying my best, damn it. Oh, he's talking to himself, I think. Okay. Are you an idiot, Kaiichi Maibara? The answer should be obvious. That or is Oyashiro-sama talking in his head to him. But maybe that sewing needle might have been just an accident. Right? How could you screw up and drop a sewing needle into a piece of mochi? The benefit of the doubt can only go so far. Both Reina and Mion had acted and behaved suspiciously, but maybe it was all some sort of misunderstanding. What kind of misunderstanding? It wasn't just suspicious, it was outright ludicrous, right? Reina just corrected me for lying, and Mion only asked me about what I had for lunch. Reina was standing outside our door, eavesdropping for a good hour, you know. Is he still talking to himself? Should I do his inner monologue in a different voice? Reina was standing outside our door eavesdropping for a good hour, you know. Yes, but she was probably just waiting for my phone call to end. For a whole hour outside your room, and isn't normal to go home afterwards without saying anything. No. I don't know. I don't. I was thinking like angel and devil on your shoulders, or Deadpool having. You heard from Oishi-san, didn't you? About what Reina did at her former school. But at the hospital, she said it was Oyashiro-sama's fault. She. Cut it out, Kaichi, my boy! Don't you realize they're out to. I inadvertently blurred those words out loud. What? You idiot! He did. That entire line is in quotation marks? Is that what those are called? Oh my god. Cut it out, Kaichi, my man! Do you realize they're out to kill you? I mean... Fill you? I can't think of another word that rhymes with kill. Why was... okay, sure. They're out to pill you. They're out to dill. They're gonna turn you into a pickle. They're out to dill you. I inadvertently blurred those words out loud. Hearing myself say that so directly left me dumbfounded for a few moments. Afterwards, I had to look around to check if anyone else had heard it. My little soliloquy got a little too close to the truth. Even though I could feel the murderous intent from Reina and the others, part of me somewhere was still trying to deny that. It's late in the game. Such hesitation could be fatal. I knew that, but I was just your average student. A man living his normal, ordinary life. Do you think I could suddenly believe that my friends who I had been happily laughing together with up until last Sunday now intended to kill me? Right. You're too soft, Kaiichi. This time I remember to keep my voice down so only I could hear it. There was one thing I now understood. The aliens are at war with ghosts! You gotta scream something else completely out there so they think you're just... Woo! Maybe you were asleep or something, right? You just cover up what you just said. I was too soft. That's one thing I now understood. I was too soft. I didn't completely understand how dangerous Reina and the rest of them were. No, I wasn't trying to understand. I was too soft for not listening to Ishi-san when he was earnestly showing me the heart of the matter. I didn't listen because I was too busy pretending to be dejected. I didn't comprehend it. I was just running away. I didn't comprehend it, so... Maybe I can just see the future. Maybe that's why my brain flips words around. I don't know. Or wait, no, comprehends... Oh my god, my brain... I'm an idiot! I'm just gonna keep reading. Oh my god. I didn't comprehend it, so nobody had any notion to try and kill me. I needed to get rid of such naive thoughts. As I made the resolution, I heard the bell, signaling the end of class. So soon. The day was already over. I didn't recall eating lunch or doing anything in class. My friends were putting their desks together in preparation for club activities. Not long ago, I would have happily jumped into that circle.
But now, they're here to kill me. My, Keiichi-san. How rude of you to even think about leaving.
The way Satoko spoke was so typical and familiar. It almost physically hurt.
Kaiichi-kun, is today not a good day? I wonder if we were going to win this big... To win big together, how?
Shira's expression, which said she was really looking forward to today, was hard to take. Hey Kaiji, maybe Oishi-san is just some enormous jerk trying to separate me from the others by lying to me. Well, that's not true. He's some random... He's an adult. Unless he is a complete weirdo trying to kidnap you, I don't see why that would be the case. Ugh, going into very dangerous territory there, but yeah, no. I don't... That or he's just some crazy person off the street. Ah, yes, I'm a detective investigating the aliens, and they're fighting to stop the zombie apocalypse from the dolphin armies. I don't know. He's just some. That'd be a hilarious twist. He's just crazy and lost his mind. Oh. He's just some crazy hobo off the street with a tinfoil hat or something. Oh my god. I'm sorry. We're gonna get you, Kaiichi! The aliens are coming! Okay, enough of that. Anyways. Slap! Ow! That actually hurt. Damn, I didn't mean to slap myself that hard. Trying to expunge such weak-minded thinking, I slap myself in the face. We're real here at Ostentatious 24. I'm for real. I give my all into my voice acting, or whatever I'm doing. Slap myself in the face.
Kaiji-kun.
Yeah, was Reina really trying to kill me? Kill me with kindness? Maybe. I wish someone would tell me it was a hoax. Didn't care if it actually was one or not. I just wanted someone to say it was. Yet another weak little thought. How did I ever become this naive?
Are you alright? Does your head hurt?
Apparently that was how my inner dilemma appeared to Reina.
You're pale. Can you make it home by yourself? Maybe I should accompany you home. I wonder.
No, it's okay. Sorry. I can get home by myself. Just have the meeting without me. Upon hearing that I wasn't going to participate in the club meeting, Mion pouted unhappily.
Since Kai-chan was so bent on a revenge match, we were even going to play that deduction game from before too. Kai-chan doesn't have the burning desire for a rematch. How pathetic!
Wouldn't fall for some dumb taunt. Not even a real retort. I just grabbed my bag and was about to get up. Someone's hand perched itself gently on my head. Ugh! Oh no! The cute, kawaii little... Oh, you can't say no to her!
Kaiji doesn't seem to be well. How very unfortunate.
It was Rika! There, wait, did I say that before? It was Rika-chan. She was stretched up as far as she could, doing her best to pat my head with her petite hand. It felt so nice, which made things even harder. Sorry, everybody. See you. You say you feel sick. Still. That's all I said as I quickly left the classroom. They said something to me as I was leaving, but I couldn't make it out. I managed to make it all the way to the entrance in that state of mind. Took out my shoes, put them on, and went forward. Forward! Harden that heart, Kaiji Maibara. They were, for some unfathomable reason, trying to kill me! They were plotting something dubious, watching my every move. But I couldn't hate them, because weren't they my friends? Part of me lamented my naivete, while another part lamented the fact that I had lost something important by lamenting over it in the first place. It felt like my consciousness was being ripped out of my body. If this was what, oh yeah, Shiro-sama's curse was like, it was just too harsh. Hey, oh yeah, Shiro-sama, I was wrong for not believing in your curse, but I believed in it now. Completely. The curse does exist. So, seriously, give me a break, bro. Come on, man. I beg you. Come on. Come on, please. Please. For old time's sake. Come on, let's be bros. Let's be bros. Oh, I'll even help you with your next sacrifices. I'll get someone that's very juicy, meaty sacrifice material. Oh. Dinner was unusually bland. It had no flavor or aroma. The miso soup that normally tantalized my appetite instead tasted like nothing but boiled water. Dad was eating with us that night. It was a rare occurrence in this household. When he got into his work, he ate and slept on his own schedule. My dad never cared about the time. Since my dad was at the dinner table, it either meant he had just reached a good point to take a break, or he was in a slump. So yeah, he just doesn't understand the motivation creators have. Your partnership was a verbal agreement. Well, okay, that's probably his parents. Crap, I don't remember his voice. Was it my suave voice? Yes. So yeah, he just doesn't understand the motivation creators have.
Your partnership was just a verbal agreement, wasn't it? It's so hard to agree on things, why not just end it?
I feel like it's an industry with a lot of back scratching, but when it gets in the way of business. I wasn't able to pick out much of my mom and dad's conversation, but I could tell it wasn't a very pleasant topic. That, of course, made the disgusting food even less appealing. Staring listlessly at the exchange between my parents, my mind wandered off to the same thought processes I had going all day long. Okay, the washer's still going. Hopefully that's not getting picked up on my mic. It shouldn't be. There's a big thing in the way, and it's a couple rooms down, but the doors are open, so... Didn't even think about that when I started. Sorry if you hear some weird little kind of sounds in the background very, very quietly. Friends close to me? No. They used to be my friends. But I could no longer trust them. Right now. I was greatly lacking in allies. People I trusted, people I could depend on when push came to shove. They were something I just didn't have. Having just one ally would have been incredibly reassuring in the currently hopeless situation I was in. Ugh, God. Ugh. I get emotional in the House of Fata Morgana. I don't need to get into my personal stuff here. I don't mean to. Ugh. Betrayal! Stabbed in the back! No friends! Blah, blah, blah. I'll just... Not all my friends, but one in particular I just felt betrayed by, especially. Part of it's just, keeping in contact. It's just, and then I didn't want to make friends in college because of all the moving I did as a kid, and I was tired of losing friends and making new ones. And I thought the friends I made in middle and high school I'd have forever, but we just ended up drifting apart, and that's why I didn't make friends in college. And then, well, yeah, I tried keeping in contact, but anyways, damn it. Put down my chopsticks and looked over at my parents, who were still talking about work. The first course of action that came to mind was to tell my parents everything. Currently, there wasn't a single person from Hina Mizawa I could trust 100%. That meant the only people I could trust were my parents. He could get rid of his parents. He could sacrifice them too. Oh yeah, nah. Or maybe one of them. They could frame the murder of Oishi-san on the unaliving himself or something, and then he can make his least favorite parrot be the one that disappears, I guess. I don't know. He probably likes his mom more, but at the same time, his dad's the one with the job. I think. They haven't said that the mom has a job or anything. It sounds like she's a stay-at-home parent. not sure. Oh, that's a tough call. The dad or the mom? Is the mom hot? No, jeez. Oh, that was wrong. I wasn't right. Never mind. Oh God, that was wrong. Oh God, I didn't even. I wasn't even thinking. I'm sorry. Right. That would be weird because that is Keiichi's. Oh my God. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Oh, I could do hundreds, and that meant the only people I could trust were my parents. But if I told them everything that happened up till now, will they understand? No, you'd be deemed crazy, probably. Reina for apologies. On example, that neighborly Reina, who was so diligent in looking after me, came to get me every day, and sometimes brought over a share of what she made. How could I explain that she wanted to kill me? No matter how I explained it, it would probably be difficult for anybody to comprehend. My somewhat eccentric dad wouldn't understand, and my high-strung mom would probably drag me off to a psychiatrist in the blink of an eye. Sadly, that was the amount of trust that exists in our relationship. Even if they did come to understand, what could they possibly do? Unless they could uncover the truth, they wouldn't be able to protect me. No. By informing them of these unnecessary things, I'd be putting my parents in danger as well. Considering that the victims in the past incidents were often married couples, I couldn't even joke about it. For the entire Maibara family to have, not all of them, the last two people weren't. Your friend and then that lady friend of his, they're possibly dating, but we haven't heard if that's been confirmed or not. They had relations, possibly, but at the very least, they had to have been friends. For the entire Maibara family to have an accident or to just vanish into thin air was easily possible in Hinamizawa. What was important here was that knowing something... Damn, sorry. Something unnecessary put you in danger. The most unsettling question was, how did they know that I knew? As long as they didn't know, my parents might not fall victim. That was one way to think about it, I guess. At least, it was like that in my case. But I found out things started becoming odd. In other words, it meant the following. As long as my parents didn't know anything, nothing would happen to them. As long as my parents were here, this house would be a safe haven for them. I knew these were just assumptions based on conjecture on top of conjecture. I guess that depends. I mean, they are still outsiders and the most people recent to Hinamizawa, so even if you were killed out of revenge now, who's to say they won't be the victims of the next festival? Wanting this house to be a safe haven, this was the pinnacle of my weak-willed method of thinking. I guess he's still a child, he's not. I was a different kind of person, I guess, as a kid. I've always been, well, not always. I definitely wasn't that aware in elementary or middle school. I was mostly towards the end of high school, middle to high school, sophomore or junior year maybe. That was when I started to get a lot more into Sherlock Holmes kind of stuff and analyzing things and all that. And then in college I took psychology and sociology and all that. Is developing my deduction capabilities and all that. I was a weird kid. I doubt Keiichi is as weird as me is. All I'm saying. I had to concede that it was not completely safe. It was only safer than the outside. I knew that I couldn't rely on my parents, no. Couldn't risk getting my parents involved. Then the only person who could be my ally would be Oishi-san. Him and him alone. He was the only person who understood the situation I was in. He didn't care so much about my safety, but he was without a doubt passionate about solving this case. But, dude, at the same time, you're setting... It's always in groups of two! At that point, you are setting yourself up to fail as well as Oishi. It was a bit frustrating. Oishi-san was basically the whole reason I was on this mess, and now to get out of it, I had to rely on him. Being it was all going according to his devices. It's just my job to look appetizing while bobbing in the waves as baits. Then, when the fish start gathering around, Oishi-san would pour up the big haul. Slightly infuriating. Even I thought that was the best course of action. So then, what should I do? Patience was the first rule of fishing. Just keep waiting until the fish actually bites. But I wasn't simply bait. There were lots of ways for me to struggle before being devoured. When they struck, I needed to somehow dodge just enough and tag out to Oishi-san. It's not usually what happens to bait. I'm just saying, as someone who's fished, either the fish gets the bait or you get the fish. No question is going to be hard. There is no circumstance where you get the fish and your bait back. The timing to bring Oishi-san in would be difficult. He was in the city, not Hinamizawa. So if I phoned him in my moment of need, it would take him about 30 minutes to reach me. So I needed to run away for those 30 minutes. For example, if we set up a rendezvous point for dire situations or something. I just have to hide out there until Oishi-san arrived. Okay. I can almost see it now. Still being chased around in the dark by boogeymans. But now I knew which way to go. I would never have imagined this would be so reassuring. Oh yeah. Probably be best if I had a concealed weapon for when things got rough. Typically that would call for a switchblade. But that wasn't too reassuring for combat. Also, since it was recognized as a weapon by the public, that also wasn't good. Really, when the time comes, a long weapon like a bat would work in my favor. Remember, there was a metal bat at school. I could be confident with that when push came to shove. I pretended I was practicing my swing, that it wouldn't be suspicious for me to always carry it around. I could go to school early tomorrow and secure it. Just possessing a weapon may be enough to deter them. Also, one more thing. Insurance. It could be something like a note or memo. I could write down everything that's happened as a sort of journal. In case I suddenly vanished, the journal would be left behind. With my journal in his possession, Oishi-san should be able to avenge my death. I left my parents engrossed in their conversation about work and went back to my room. Until someone knocked on the door! We know what you're thinking, don't even try it, quite alone. I tore out a piece of paper from a notebook and made my way to my desk. Last time I wrote a journal was for summer homework in elementary school. In the off chance something bad happened, the police could use my diary as a lead. So I should only write down the facts. How should I start? I jotted down my thoughts as they came. I, Kaiichi Maibara, am in fear for my life. Made me laugh nervously. It was a line that showed up often in detective stories. I was just thinking that. Never even dreamed that I would be in the type of situation where I'd write it myself. I do not know why they are after my life. Reina and the others were suspicious, but I had no proof. That's why I couldn't write anything more. I laughed wryly at myself for writing such a passage draped in mystery. Would the police be able to get the hint from reading this enigmatic passage? I could only pray that they would. What I prayed for the most, though, was that this journal never needed to play its part. Here I laughed nervously. It is too simple, so I wrote down one more line I just thought of. The only thing I do know is that it has to do with Oyashiro-sama's curse. Was that too much? I probably shouldn't write more than that. Oh God, no! If I wrote any more, then it would seem like I was just delusional. In order to appear to the reader that the person who had written this was of sound mind, I chose not to write anything else at that point. Just needed to add more as I learned more about the truth. Folded the paper and thought about a place to hide it. By hiding it somewhere obvious, there was a chance that they would uncover it instead. On the other hand, if it was in too obscure of a location, then there was the risk of nobody finding it at all. In the end, I decided to take the clock off my wall and stick my folded note on the back of it with Scotch tape. After that, I put the clock back into its normal position. Yeah, it didn't look like anything was hidden behind it. Now I need to set it up such that, if anything happens to me, my parents could find it. I looked at it from countless different angles until I was satisfied, and I made my way downstairs. My parents were still talking about work. Didn't look like it was going to end anytime soon, so I cut in. Sorry to interrupt. I have something I want to talk to you about. They would start off a conversation like that before, so my parents were both startled. They stopped talking and turned towards me. I don't know which one this is. Oh, well, I'm gonna assume Mom.
What is it, Kaiichi?
I have a favor to ask you, please listen. Just in case, yeah. It's not urgent. Wait. If it's not urgent, can we do this later? Right now, Mommy and Daddy have something urgent they're talking about. They didn't think their talk was more urgent than mine. In any case, I stated my request. Just in case, okay? If I die, both of my parents' eyes went as wide as saucers. If I die, I want you to put the clock on my wall in my coffin. If they did that, and they'd probably find it. My memoir. Both my parents remained wide-eyed, not moving an inch. Couldn't blame them. Made that clock in shop class, and I really like it. So please.
What's the matter? Kaiichi, did something happen?
Mom was finally able to ask me with a questioning gaze. I guessed right. Yes! Of course, this was a normal response for when someone's son suddenly talked about a subject like this. I felt bad about making them worry, but right now I just wanted them to think about the clock in my room. The awkward mood leaving the room in silence, I decided to go back up to my room. I wouldn't do that. I want to go to school early tomorrow, so I'm going to bed. Good night. Saying only that, I left the living room. Jesus, that's just going to make them chase after you and talk to you more in your room. Well, just need to get to school early tomorrow and secure the bet. I should make today the last day I went to school with Reina. As I climbed the stairs, I heard my mom call my name, but I pretended not to hear her. It wasn't something I could talk about with my parents. If I talked about it, it would only make things more dangerous. The fight that had begun was mine and mine alone. I couldn't rely on anybody. I wouldn't be killed, not when I still knew nothing. Am I supposed to? No, okay. I was like, am I supposed to click? Is that the end of the chapter? Probably a good stopping point, regardless. Okay, yeah, figured as much. You have received new tips. Not feeling so hot. Pursue the truth behind the crimes, chasing the shadows. New tips. I still have no idea if I'm supposed to be reading these or not. I didn't mean to do that. Sure, why not, I guess.
Kaiichi-kun's been feeling down lately. Maybe he's in a bad mood.
I wonder, maybe he's on his period. Maybe he's on his period.
Mei-chan, that's gross. Yuck!
Yuck.
What do you think? Don't know. I think this is still just them. There's no indication that Satoko and Rika are involved.
What do you think?
Don't know.
Could be that Kai-chan. Maybe.
I don't know.
That day Kai-chan was in that car talking to some tubby middle-aged guy, right?
Yeah, no mistake.
That Higurashi, he probably fed him something fishy.
He was so serious. Kaiichi-kun's face was so pale.
Wait a minute. Wait.
You see, you might not know this, but he's actually the messenger of Oyashiro-sama.
Huh? Well, what do you mean?
Whenever he shows up, someone is demoned away. No lie.
Oh, is that so?
The year before last when Rika-chan's mom drowned, right? Right before that, she was visited by Oishi.
Now that you mentioned it, it happened before Satoshi-kun transferred out.
Transferred? Ah, you're so sweet, Reina. So this time he's appeared before Kaiichi-kun. So Kaiichi-kun is going to be deemed away.
Oh, wait.
So this time he's appeared before Kaiichi-kun. So Kaiichi-kun is going to be demoned away too.
Empty silence hung in the air. And then it was suddenly interrupted by loud laughter. Well, I don't like that! Maybe I should have been reading these. I actually did not mean to click on that. I don't know what I thought. I don't know. What did I'm feeling so. I don't know why my brain. I don't know why I did that. Maybe I'm possessed. I don't know if I should be reading these. I read a few of them. Intentionally. I've asked if I should be reading them, but... Right. Oh, yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that very much. No. We'll start a new one, I guess. So there's only 2 more chapters left. And I mean, I've asked. No one's ever commented, but which is why I hesitate to say leave a comment before. I don't know if people will or not. I don't know. It'd be nice. I like conversations and talking with people. But anyways, I don't know. Would you like me to read these? Should I wait till after we've played the game to read through all of them in a row? Probably at that point, even if I've read some of them. This one, I believe. That one. That one, because I was curious about that. I think one of these newspaper ones, but I don't remember which one. Maybe we'll do that as a sort of bonus episode, like I like to do for some series. Because bonus episodes are just the extra stuff that aren't necessarily inherent to the main episodes, the main story, but it's fun little extras. I mean, kind of, I guess if it has special little tidbits like that. Well, I'm 5-3-5-4 I'm just gonna. This was the first time I'd ever woke with such clarity. Well, that's good for you, I guess, Kaiichi. It's not. Calm before the storm, I suppose. Oh. That being said, there's possibly only 4 episodes left if I'm going at the same pace I have been. Or, again, I've heard Chapter 12 is longer, so maybe that'll be more like 3. We'll have to see, I guess. Or maybe I'll make it 1. It'll be just super long and we'll just finish out this story in one go. I don't know. We'll have to see. And you'll have to let me know if you're interested in one thing or another concerning any of that stuff in the comments below, I guess. Chapter jump. I don't know what the point of a chapter jump would be. Unless there's deviating paths? Which I asked for when we started this game, but it doesn't seem like that's an option. Or if it is, maybe it happens after I've read the tips. I don't know. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Things are getting even more interesting. I think we've hit the climax finally, and it's all downhill from here. So, that being said, thank you so much for watching. Not much left to this one, and then unless people really want to see it sooner rather than later, probably October this year I'll do chapter 2. We'll see. That being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and evening. And until next time, whatever it is I may do, I hope to see you then. Farewell!